Hi guys, today I'm playing Ultimate Marvel Vs Capcom 3 on the PS Vita. This is a really impressive game. This came out, this was one of the launch games for the PS Vita, and it was so impressive in terms of showing how the Vita was, that console quality gaming, was able to do console quality gaming on the go. This was a great example of it, having come out on the PS3. This was just really cool to have on the Vita, and I'm a big fan of the series anyway. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was the first game I bought on my Dreamcast all those years ago when I first bought it, and me and my friends used to play it all the time. We absolutely loved it, and so this was just really cool to have on the Vita as well. Um, Love the cast of characters as well. I'm a big comic book fan and a big Street Fighter fan, and so I used to just love being able to have this massive cast of characters available to play. The only thing I didn't like about it was the final boss, Galactus. So Galactus is really, really tough. And I just, especially with Wolverine and Spider-Man are two of my favorite characters who I've got on my team right now, and especially with those two characters being melee fighters, they were not very useful against Galactus. And hopefully I'll just kind of get there and I'll be able to show you guys that as well. Um, and so that's something that kind of spoiled the game for me. Even when I played it on the PS3, I was just never very good at being able to beat Galactus. He was a very kind of cheap boss. And I remember for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the final boss, I can't even remember who it was, but I remember just being able to beat them much more straightforwardly. It wasn't that they were easy, it was just that they were more manageable. And so that was always something that was a little bit annoying because Galactus was just so hard on this game. But aside from Galactus, it was awesome. And it just feels really cool to be playing as these characters as well. When you play as like Thor, Iron Man, Captain America in that team, you feel tough. They feel like strong characters, and your moves feel powerful, which just kind of adds to it. You just feel like a bit of a badass when you're playing this game. I did test the online servers before I started recording, and they do work, so it seems like you can get online. The problem being that there's nobody actually online, so I waited for a little while just to see if there's anyone there, see if we could show you an online match, but yeah, it didn't seem like anyone was around, unfortunately. But the fact that it's there is still pretty cool. One thing that the Vita version had that wasn't on the PS3 or PS4 version was this kind of touchscreen controls. So you could actually pull off combos in the fight with the touchscreen. Now, some people complained about that because it made the game almost a little bit too easy. And for people who are new to sort of Street Fighter, it may feel like a little bit cheap. But personally, I think it was fine. It just meant that more people could actually play the game, and so that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if people who are new to it can kind of have a little bit of an advantage. And I think actually, if you did try and do the touchscreen controls during online matches, it would show that from memory. Anyway, I remember them showing when people did that. So there weren't a whole lot of modes available in this game compared to something like Injustice or Mortal Kombat. You didn't have that kind of extensive story mode you've got with those games, which is a shame. And even with Capcom versus Street Fighter versus Tekken, that's what I meant. Even with Street Fighter versus Tekken, you had like kind of much more sort of story and loads more extras with that game compared to this. This is more, I'd say, if you enjoy the fight system, which I think the fight system is actually brilliant. It's so much fun. That's what this game is really best for. But I think something like Injustice and Mortal Kombat, they're probably better when it comes to single player content than this. But this is still a really fun game to play. It's pretty expensive now to try and find a physical copy. It's become quite valuable, which is a shame, obviously, for anyone trying to pick it up now. It's also not on PSN anymore. Capcom probably lost the license to using all the Marvel characters, I'm sure. And so unfortunately, it's not available anymore, which is a bit annoying. So if you can get a physical copy, that's great, but it does seem like the price has gone up recently, which is annoying. If you're a fan of Capcom characters as well, like games like Resident Evil, Devil May Cry, and Mega Man, and you've got kind of a decent set of characters from that perspective as well. But that's one thing I think the Marvel vs. Capcom games are all really good at doing, kind of having a really cool cast of characters available for you guys to play. Now, I did like on PS1, there was a few of these types of games. So you had Marvel vs. Capcom on the PS1, but you also had X-Men vs. Street Fighter and X-Men Children of the Atom, which X-Men Children of the Atom was kind of the first one of this sort of cycle of games where you had this kind of double jump and that kind of really sort of big sprites, big flashy special moves and everything. Loved that game as well. Unfortunately, that's not on PSN, so this is the kind of the only real sort of game of this type you can actually play on the Vita, because even Marvel vs. Capcom 1 was not available on PSN, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2, that was on PS2 but wasn't on PSN either, unfortunately. Oh, not for Vita, sorry. It was for PSN for PS3. So guys, I wanted to show you the fight with Galactus. Just to kind of let you take a look at that. I ended up restarting because actually I was doing so badly again the first time. So I restarted, put it on easy mode, and played with Spider-Man just so I could get here. So like I said before, I love so much about this game. Love the graphics, love the gameplay. Love the kind of over-the-top special moves as well, which I'll try and show you soon as well. The kind of those over-the-top special moves that take up the whole screen, which is so cool. It's literally just this fight is the only thing that kind of always put me off the game. But let's see how I do. It's on easy mode, so I'm hoping I can do a little bit better than I... Well, okay, maybe not. Oof, ouch. Let's get close to him. Oh, wow. Ouch. No. Okay, Wolverine is down. That's great. Okay. And Iron Man's about to get severely damaged. Wow. Okay. I mean, I know I haven't played for a while, but this is very annoying. Oh god, he's destroying me. So this is one of those cool over-the-top special moves you can do, and it barely damaged him. Oh god. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! No! Okay. Yep. Iron Man's down. So I'm just left with Ryu, and I know I'm gonna lose, but let's... Does not do enough damage, those specials. Oh no! Yep. And this is on easy, but I'm, struggling to beat this guy. Oh no, no, move. Okay. Yeah, oh, I'm still alive. Okay, I thought I was about to die there. No, and probably about to die now. Yeah, I'm dead. So yes, he is a very overpowered boss. Very kind of cheap, very difficult to beat, in my opinion. I'm sure other people do much better against him. But guys, that's a look at Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the Vita. It's a good game. I think if you enjoy fighting games, I think this is one of the best in terms of the gameplay itself. It's literally just Galactus is very, very annoying for me. But otherwise, it's a great game, and love the cast of characters, love the graphics, love pretty much everything else about it. I wish there was more people playing online. I wish this was kind of this became a bigger deal in terms of online play. But as it is, even as a single player game, it's still really good fun. But guys, that is the video. So hope you've been enjoying this series of games on Vita fighting games. And come back. I think I've got a couple more videos left. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and what's your favorite fighting game on the Vita? Thanks for watching.